Good. So the way this works, we actually do a green to tee approach. When we're fitting for balls, the main factors that I'm looking for are how much you're spinning it and the landing angle. That's going to tell us how efficiently you can stop the ball.
And how are you tracking these?
We have the TrackMan right there. And we're using RCT balls.
RCT.
Yeah, RCT technology. So we're just going to ask a couple questions just before we get started so I get a better feel for your golf game. Okay. Do you know what ball you're playing right now?
Callaway Triple Track ERC or the Pro V1 Titleist.
Do you like a ball that flies a little bit higher in the air naturally, or you want something a little lower flighted?
Maybe lower flighted, squeeze out a little more distance. I'm not one of the biggest hitters.
Do you like a firmer feel, softer feel? Is that something that you don't really care about?
For me, my bigger thing is how much spin it creates.
Okay. On the green. So we're actually going to start with a wedge in our hand, anything less than a 60.
So we got the 54-degree lob wedge. How's that sound?
Perfect. All I'm looking for is just a nice half swing between like a 40 to 70 yard shot. And then we're just going to do 3 to 5 shots with each club to get a good average. Just getting you the most accurate results possible. Good. Sweet, man. All right, go ahead and grab your pitching wedge for me. We're going to transition to that next. Full swing pitching wedge here. We're just going to hit our stock yarded. How far do we normally hit the pitching wedge?
I'd probably put me at like 110 to 115 if I were to guess. You know, I haven't warmed up, done nothing, so we might be closer to 105, 108. But
that last one carried 108. Good.
Well, you know, sometimes when you're playing, you do swing hard.
Sure. Adrenaline in your body.
Right. 1-1.
Go ahead, grab your 7-iron now. So far throughout the fitting, we're right where we kind of want to be in terms of ideal spin and ideal landing angle.
Okay.
The reason why we use those Pro V1s is because we can kind of determine whether I need to add spin or take off spin with our other models that we have currently. But we'll see what the 7-iron's telling us, and then we can wrap it up with the driver as well.
So you're basically saying I have tour type spin. Is that what I heard?
Your spin is compatible with the ball that we're hitting right now.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify a little.
Good strike. I'm liking your swing path right now. 162, 164 carry. Does that sound about right for the 7?
Yeah. This is usually, you know, once I go above like 168, I'm probably pulling a different club.
Good. Let's just go one more.
Okay.
Good. Okay, you can go ahead and grab the driver. When we're doing this fitting process, I'm not putting too much stress or emphasis on the driver just because all of our balls are designed to do the same thing off the tee, which is have low long game spin, which remains consistent throughout all of our models. So the spin that's generated from the driver is a little bit less dependent on the ball itself and more so the driver's swing. Playing that fade, face is opened a little bit more. Naturally, it's going to spin a little bit higher, whereas the tight draw, closed face, not spinning as much. But a lot of people just like to get their numbers too. I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. This tee's a little bit higher than what I normally do, but that's okay.
Okay. Sounded good. 261 carry right there. Ball speed was just south of 155. We're at 154. That one face was a little bit more opened upon impact. We see that spin number sky up to 4147.
Yeah.
That one that we hit the best was the first one. Pretty solid at impact. Spin was around 2200, which is kind of right where we want to be with the driver off the tee.
The first one was the swing I've actually been working on more. Let's see if we can do one more. And a little tilly.
Yeah.
But
all right, Colin, that's going to wrap up the fitting process itself. The balls that we're hitting are those Pro V1 balls. Pro V1s, kind of like our stock base flight, base spin, base feel, especially when we're moving towards the X and the left dash. Left dash is going to be our firmest feeling ball, and then that's that guy. You can see the subtraction symbol, and then the Pro V1X is just going to be it's still a little bit firmer than the Pro V1, but it's going to be higher spin and higher flight. That's something that you don't necessarily need. You're spinning it pretty effectively and generating enough spin, but not too much to the point that I'd want to reduce spin, which is what the left dash does. So the way that I think about it, just think about the dash is a subtraction sign, so like we're subtracting spin. It's going to be less spin, especially around the greens too. With your half wedge spin, you weren't spinning at crazy high, so I don't want to necessarily take off any spin, especially when we're on those green side chip shots where it might roll out a little bit more.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably more accurate.
Yeah, so I feel comfortable fitting you into the Pro V1. That's what the app says was the best fit for you as well. Far and away the best fit as well. So
Sweet.
You can get a free 2-ball pack. Thank you for going through the fit.
Free 2-ball pack, Pro V1. And how much more would you have to see me start spinning the ball in order to like what are some numbers like based on where I was at versus
rule of thumb? Normally when I'm seeing like the 7-iron is the real main indicator. Especially someone maybe with a little lower handicap, a little more tools in their toolkit for around the green.
Yeah.
Someone that can get away with a little less spin around the green is what the left dash lets you do a little bit more. But if your spin was anywhere north of like 8,000 RPMs of spin with the 7-iron, that's something that we kind of had that conversation. But we don't want to give up anything around the green because that's where we're gaining or taking strokes off our game.
Yeah,
improving the most. Another reason why we do the green to tee approach. Realistically, we're not hitting the driver that many times per round, like 13 times maybe per round. So placing the importance on those approach shots and how we're attacking greens and being able to stop the ball on the greens is something that's most beneficial to picking the ball for us. So
if I wanted to increase the spin I'm getting around the green, is that just how I'm striking the ball, or is that swing speed? What do you think would allow me to do that?
Well, yeah, it's a combination of all those factors. How well we're hitting the ball on contact, anywhere from how clean your grooves are on your sand wedges is going to exponentially increase spin around the green. So
probably could look at that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, multitude of factors. The ball does help. Certainly it does around the green, just seeing check and release. Pro V1x is going to be the ball that stops a little bit more quicker on the green, but I feel like you'd gain, or we'd take some yards off your 7-iron and other clubs with the X because it's too high spinning. That will just kind of get that high launching angle and that balloon effect where we're not penetrating. It's just reaching its apex and kind of falling flat.
Sweet.
So yeah, the Pro V1 is probably the best ball for you.
Well, I'm going to definitely use it. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, have a good one.
Nice to meet you. Yep.